I did.
You,
For last.
oh my goodness. So I apologize on behalf of my co-pilot because he did not click go live. So
To be fair, I did tell you that we were missing a step. I just didn't know which one it was.
yeah, well, I see it on my stuff now. So all right, well, we're finally live. We're a little bit behind schedule, but that's pretty par for the course for 135 stuff. So it's we're super realistic today. But anyway, my name's Jacob. I am the chief pilot for a virtual airline called Four Lakes. Just a basic rundown, and there's some stuff in the description, but we try to emulate Part 135 operations in the US as closely as possible, so we have all sorts of documentation, we train up our pilots, and we all have like our own procedures that we run in the airplane, and that's pretty much it. It's basically just, real world flying in the sim, as real as it gets, and today I'm with James. Say hello.
Hey, what's going on?
So he's currently going through IOE. We're currently pushing through some pilots so we can get them on the line. So today we have a trip from New Haven, Connecticut, which is this airplane's base, and we're flying the owners of this airplane, actually Part 91, down to Philadelphia for a meeting. The little scenario that our dispatcher gave us, and this is all fictional, of course, is Branford Capital's senior associate team is flying from New Haven to Philadelphia for an investment due diligence meeting with a biotech portfolio company headquartered near UPenn's Innovation District. So we're going to be picking them up from the meeting. So we're flying empty over to Philadelphia, and then we'll be picking them up, bringing them back home. Um, so that's pretty much it. So what we'll do is me and James will go over a quick little trip briefing. We'll go out to the airplane, take all the pins out, pre-flight brief, and we'll be on our way. So James,
Yes, sir.
we've got some interesting weather to deal with on the way to Philly. Or not really on the way to Philly, but more so when we get back, we're going to be dealing with convective stuff. So something we'll be kind of contending with for the rest of the day. But other than that, the local weather at New Haven looks not bad, honestly. Just slightly hazy, on the visibility. We're 7 miles. Um, I sent you over the flight plan. It just takes us
Mhm.
out over the Atlantic, and we'll be on the GEMS 4. Planning a 27 right approach. 27 right and I believe it's 17 are the actives. We'll just take the longer one. We'll taxi over to
Right.
Atlantic. Um, Looks like there's no turbulence airmets. Just have a convective segment up north, which we'll probably have to deal with later on. And I don't see any NOTAMs that affect our flight. Yeah, it should be just pretty bog standard northeast vortex flying, just with some convective that we'll have to deal with later. But yeah, nothing too crazy.
Beautiful.
Sweet.
Sounds like a normal day to me.
Sounds like a normal day to me. What we will do is I'll talk to Jenny
Welcome to
and
Hot Start
get
Flight
us some
Support.
gas,
How
because
can we help you today?
might as well tanker some fuel. That's what I planned, at least, is to tanker an extra 3,000 pounds on board. So we'll type in 515 Charlie Charlie. We'll be leaving approximately, I said 1,400 was wheels up, so that's, well, probably not happening. But
Yeah, that's fine though.
we'll do top of the hour for now. Two crew, nope, 2 crew, 0 pats. We do need Jet A, and yeah.
Of course, Captain. I'll get that organized for you right
Alright, I'll
away.
hop out and do the exterior inspection. It's pretty much my job is, well, trip PIC is I'm going to come out to the airplane, make sure we pull all the pins and covers. We'll leave some chocks in because we don't have the parking brake out. Get the door open. Make sure that we have the battery connected. And also the APU battery. Checking all the latches, otherwise are closed. Gonna check the circuit breakers at the forward equipment bay, make sure those aren't tripped. Kind of up at the nose wheel bay. Checking our hydraulic brake accumulator pressures. Pull the pin. Everything here looks closed. You don't have any ice on the airplane. All our inlets and exhaust ports are clear of any obstructions. We got static wicks on the airplane. Flaps and spoilers are retracted. Don't have a brake wear indicator on this one, and so we can't really check that. And you need the brakes on anyway for that, but all our panels here are closed.
Going to the aft equipment bay.
Yeah, I wish we could do that.
Although I will say Goran did say he was going to get on it, so to speak.
Yeah, hopefully. You can definitely tell it's really hazy out. Alright, I'm gonna hop in the airplane. Oh, hello, how's it going? Looks like you got the cabin opened up. Nice.
Yep.
Alright, so I do have a paper checklist handy, but just for the sake of the stream, I'll pull it up on the iPad here too. We do need to check that we have all of our documentation on board, which we do. I'll pull up the checklist. So, normal power-up checklist is the silent checklist that either of us can do. I'm going to be the one doing it today, just because I'm streaming it. The exterior safety inspection is completed. We have aircraft docks on board, the circuit breakers. Check the 2 forward ones. And then check the 2 aft panels. So we're looking good. Circuit breakers are checked. Emergency equipment. We have smoke goggles, which would be in this pouch here. Flashlight, fire extinguisher, which Goran was pretty funny, and he textured this outside of the green. So we'll go anyway though. Should have a crash axe right here. Another flashlight. Another pair of smoke goggles somewhere in here. So emergency equipment is checked. Hydraulic pumps are off. No steer is off. Landing gear lever down. Flight spoiler lever retracted. Thrust lever shut off. Flap lever checked and matched. ADG manual release is stowed. ADG lamp test. Okay, battery master on, check 22 volts DC. We do have that. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. There we go. Okay, battery master is good. Fire X system. Checking the squibs on the engines, the APU squibs. Checking the fail messages for the loops. We got 5 coming up. We got 5. The oral warnings. We got 6 lights on the blare shield. So Fire X system is tested. Nav lights on. APU starting. Of course, Fiddy is super happy about his own interior. That does look really good, though.
It is a fantastic interior.
It is really nice.
Hey, you got a job to do. You can't look in the cabin right now.
Hey, the APU's got an ECU. It's going to shut down if it's doing anything bad.
But, yes.
Okay, we got the avail light. APU gens coming on. So APU started. Lamp test. That's the first LDU coming down to the next one, LDU2. Alright. Lamp test complete. Duct monitor. I'm gonna have to kind of declutter the cast here to get all the cast messages up. So kind of the test.
Bleed air duct.
Cool. Loop A, loop B, and I'm gonna unclutter this. I think I have to turn off your Discord stream.
My Discord stream?
Oh no, I wasn't hearing. I just thought I was hearing double.
No, you were.
Okay.
I just shut it down.
Okay, cool. Alright, so duct monitor test is complete, bleeder and pack, so we'll try to wait 2 minutes for that. I didn't time it once it started, but I'll start timing now for like a minute or so. All FMSs will go status, swap the database.
Good to me.
Yep.
You want me to work on box?
No, you can
You
work
wanna-
on
you
the
wanna do it for the
pre-flight. Yeah, I'll work on the box. If you can just go through the pre-flight flow, or if you can go out and walk around, since I did the safety inspection, and then just hop on and do the systems, that would be
Gotcha.
great. Thanks.
Heading out.
Fantastic.
I didn't know if you wanted to do everything just for the sake of the
No, I'm
stream,
not
or
gonna
if you
spend
wanted to
forever
break
doing
it
that.
up. Okay.
You get to do the long stuff. Everyone knows how to pre-flight the Challenger, I hope. Alright, so...
Oh, dude, do we have 3A on yet?
No. Negative. You want it on?
Why'd you send me out here?
Alright, it's on now. Just want to make sure it's clear. Alright, we're good
It's
there.
clear.
Good hydraulic pressure, park and brake is set. Okay, so just have bleeder and packs to go on the normal power-up checks. I hear that nose door. There we go. Now it's closed.
Yep, nose door's closed now.
Sweet. It's
You got parking brake and pressure?
Yep, I got it. Alright, that's good enough. So we'll go APU LCB isolation valve open and bring the packs on. So normal power-up checklist is complete. And now, what James is going to be doing is the pre-flight flow and pre-flight checklist, and I'm going to be working on the avionics setup procedures. So I'm just going to come down here and first pull the weather. So KHVN.
So walk around is complete, Captain.
Sweet. Oops. Okay, cool. I set for both. So we'll let that go do its thing, and then I'm also going to go ahead and recall the flight plan. So we'll do 515 as our tail number. Send away for that.
You can move your head so I can see the hydraulics.
There you go. In the meantime, I'm gonna start putting in some weight and balance information before flight.
Hydraulics are working, sir.
Sweet.
All right, Captain. Fuel truck is hooked up. Just let me know how much fuel
Alright,
you
so
need. Or would you like to go tanks full today?
we're looking for a block fuel or total fuel of 7,100 pounds. We've got 4,400 on board. So a little bit of rough napkin math. We need about 400 gallons. So we'll send him away for that.
All right. I'm gonna go start up the pump.
And then first flight of the day, we gotta do a shut-off test. So we'll
Yep.
wait for him to start pumping, and then I'll get back over to the FMS.
What's Philly elevation?
Alright.
Oh, it's like ground level.
Yeah.
Sea level.
Yeah, there's not really a whole lot going. No hills over there.
Nope.
Alrighty. So he's fueling that. Still waiting on this really slow data link. In the meantime, though, I
Wing
can
overheat. Wing
pull up some
overheat.
charts, start setting up the brief. So, need this guy, we need this one, and I think we're probably
1, 2,
on the
3,
Bridgehaven.
4 on the windows. That's good to me. What's the initial altitude on our departure?
Initial is 2,000.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We got us connected to X-Pilot 2.
Yeah, let me get connected as well.
Lake Jet 515, Bill 60, and I got a file flight plan for us too. Alright, pre-file, that's in.
Okay, hold on. Cool. Alright, I'm on the brakes for a sec.
Let me switch up the radios because I'm picking up something from somewhere else. There we go. Alright.
Anti-skid works, parking brake is set.
Zero bay overheat.
Perfect.
Refueling is
slope.
complete, Captain. Do you need anything else?
Hold up.
Okay, just one quick signature on here,
Wind shear.
and I'll be on my
Wind
way.
shear.
Alright,
shear.
so I'm going to write down, I'm actually going to screenshot this.
Terrain.
receipt.
Pull up.
Throw that
Sink
into our
rate.
dispatch chat.
Pull up.
Yeah.
Terrain.
And I'm going to start
Don't
writing in some
sink.
info. So we got
Don't sink. Too low.
an
Terrain.
uplift of 399.9 gallons.
Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain. Glide slope.
And
Bank angle. Bank angle.
1799.48.
Minimums. 1,000. 100.
How do I... Did I hold
50.
the TAWS down too long?
40.
Yeah, I think so.
30.
It didn't go the
20.
first time, and then I
Yeah.
held it for a little bit
Here's a
longer, and
call
now
five
it's
for
doing
you,
its
Richards.
whole thing.
Have a nice
Nah,
day.
it's all
Wind
good.
shear. Wind
Yeah.
shear.
Okay.
Wind shear. Caution. Wind shear.
Alright, so we're blocking about
Too low.
70-30,
Terrain. Caution.
70-40. Yeah, it's going to kind of hover around there.
Terrain.
Uh,
Terrain.
There we go,
Pull
now we got
up.
a flight plan.
Caution.
No weather,
Obstacle.
but that's fine. We'll do
Caution.
that later. Alright, so we got
Obstacle.
Haven,
Pull
Philly,
up.
beads.
keep working
I'm
through
going to
this.
activate that. Bridgehaven 1. Off of runway 20.
Testing the TCAS.
And then I'm just going to pull weather from ForeFlight.
TCAS system test OK.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, now it finally came through. Alright, so we got New Haven weather 180 at 8, 7 clear, 2116. Okay.
Smoke.
You got 0 passengers, no cargo, 7060 on the gas. And fall 260. See.
Since you're in your seat, you want to help me with a quick SPS test?
Sure, yeah, go for it.
Alright.
My side works.
That work?
Half G-ship. Let's see, ice, it's +7. It's warm. 220 or 228 at 40. There, cruise wind, and then top of climb 231, 42, and then TOD winds 221, 41.
Part of my reach.
Go for it. Alright, VNAV should already be set up. Set up the takeoff front. So we got CG at 29. LB bleeds off. Try Windsor. Or see, altimeter's 2986. You also at 2986 on your side when you had a chance. I think it's 200 required off of 20. Yep.
You got CG on the flight?
Yep, we do 29, 4.6.
4.6 you want? 4.6 is...
Roger. Alright. So we're good there. Now I just gotta do secondary flight plan. So we'll go ahead and copy active. Come back to Haven. Probably on the RNAV 20.
Is that rudder trim centered?
Sorry, say again?
The rudder trim looks centered to you?
Yeah, looks pretty good. Oh, okay. Well, my sim just crashed. That's weird.
Oh. Yeah, I was
Interesting.
wondering why the...
Well, give me a sec. I didn't even get a Vulcan device loss. It just, that stopped happening, but, it just, like, closed. Interesting.
Now you're really gonna be late, Ryan says.
Alright, there we go.
Yeah, depending, I might need to reload my aircraft. I might just do it now, actually, while you're doing it.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, I loaded in, like, I put a fix into the FMS and it just crashed. It was in the secondary flight plan too. So maybe it was Challenger related.
Why don't you save a log then?
Oh yeah, I already have the log. Yep, yeah, it is. Assertion flight plan insert from waypoint failed. Yeah, that's a Challenger issue. Huh. I'll send that to Toto. That's weird. Where's the route? Here we go.
Well, isn't that the great thing about this mod? This aircraft?
Oh yeah, you can just like load right back up.
People don't get what I'm telling them sometimes. Alright. I need your IP again. And I'm ready to connect back in when you're ready.
Okay, I'm still loading up.
I'm watching your load. Yep.
All right, well, I will be much more careful loading up the secondary flight plan this time, I guess. Probably should have copied it or I probably shouldn't even copy the active. Probably could have just programmed it from scratch. But oh well. I actually kind of like vaguely remember somebody having this issue too before. Something with the secondary flight plan's kind of goofed up. Alright, you should be able to load up now. Okay, I'm gonna leave the secondary as is. And if we do pop an engine, we'll just have to just go direct to, I don't know, we'll figure it out.
And if we do pop an engine, what are we gonna do? We'll just fly runway heading, man. Figure
That's
out.
pretty much what it is. No, I just for the return. I set up the ILS, but it did not like that. Alright, we're back in business. Documentation. Checklists. There we go. Let's pull a check, lower the charts back up. I'll get my oxygen mask. Oh, yeah, I got it. So I should probably enable my X-Pilot on OBS. Oh, and I got a squawk for you too. You ready for it? 4203.
4203.
Affirmative. Alright.
Thank you.
You guys should be able to hear X-Pilot now too.
To the left, to the land. I hope so as well.
Quick flight checklist.
You said you're done with the pre-flight checks?
Negative.
Okay.
Doing it now. Pre-flight checklist complete.
Alright. Fantastic. I'm almost done here with the avionics. Just need to set up a couple things. 0 or 196 on the heading. Alright, 196 up to 2, set 190. And can you fix the aileron trim, by the way?
Oh yeah, we never finished that. That's where it crapped out.
Sorry, yeah. Appreciate you. Alright, level off height is gonna be 1020. Cool. It looks like I'll get channel 1. There we go. So pre-flight checks complete, you said?
Affirmative.
Alright, fantastic. I'm pretty much done over here, so you ready for
Ready to brief?
Alright, roger. So, we'll be departing New Haven. It's left seat takeoff. Weather is okay. It's VFR, but just hazy. Winds 180 at 8. Temperature 21, dew point 16. Temperature 29 or 86. I see that set across the board. There's no maintenance items open on this airplane. Just came out of annual not that long ago. There's no items that affect us out of New Haven. We're taxiing runway 20 out of Robinson Aviation, so it's going to be left turn most likely on the Golf, right turn Alpha, and we'll track Alpha all the way down to 20. There's no hotspots. I'll pull up the takeoff data here. It's based off a dry runway. APR's arm thrust first was both. It's going to be a bleeds off, continuous ignition on, takeoff, no anti-ice. N1's 91.2, V1's 113, VR's 121, V2's 132, and VFTO's 151. Anything below 80, it'll be a reject. Above 80, below V1, it's only for a master warning, loss of directional control, or any safety of flight issue. Above V1, we'll treat as an in-flight emergency. I'll fly, run the radios, you run the checklists. We'll be flying runway heading. Acceleration altitude's bugged at 1020, and we'll climb up to the MSA of 2100. If things go well, it's pretty much the exact same thing, except we'll just be climbing straight ahead, heading a 196 to 2,000 feet, so 100 feet lower. And we'll expect vectors to our first fixed beads. We don't have ATC, so we'll just, at some point when we're comfortable, we'll just climb and go direct beads and follow the route. We do have the squawk from Auto ATC 4203. We do meet the standard takeoff minimums, single engine as well, and visibility wise and all that. As far as threats, obviously the power dynamic from being an IOE, you're a PIC, but you're sitting right seat and you're not acting as PIC. So to mitigate that threat, let's treat this as normal as possible, even though it is IOE. We've flown together before, just outside of the VA. If you have any concerns, don't feel like it's a burden to bring them up. You're just as much of a pilot as I am. I'm just the one that's signing you off. Anything else you want to add to that?
No,
Okay.
all set.
All right. I can't really think of anything else. So, any additions, questions, comments, concerns?
No,
Fantastic.
sounds good to me.
All right, if you want to close up the door, and we'll get this thing started.
Doors closed.
And when you're ready, before start checks.
Yeah, before start checklist, pins and covers.
Removed.
Removed exterior panels and doors.
Closed.
Closed. Pressurization is set. Flight instruments.
Cross-checked.
Cross-checked. Fuel.
4,100 required, 7,000 on board balanced.
4.1 required. 7.0 on board balanced. Trims.
4.6, 2 centered.
4.6 2 centered. ICAS.
Checked.
Parking brake.
Set.
Departure briefing.
Complete.
Beacon.
On.
Before start checklist complete.
Clear number 2.
Clear number 2.
Alright, start 2. N1 rotation, fuel flow, light off, starter cutout. Looks like we got a good engine on number 2, doing this check valve operation test. Looking for left low pressure. There we go.
There you go.
Coming back on. Got 2 good pumps. Alright, clear number 1.
Roya.
N1 rotation, fuel flow, light off. So I've got a good spool rate. A starter cutout, and I got 2 good engines. Just to explain, because a lot of people who do fly the Challenger, we're running our own procedures, and these include a flow and verify based approach for most of these checklists, so that's why we're just kind of going through these through memory, and then we're going to verify with the checklist. Alright, checking the flight controls, watch your knees.
In my flight controls. Alright, waiting on anti-ice.
Alright, after start checks, please.
After start checklist, bleed air is set. Anti-ice is checked and in progress.
Well, it's not
Nose
checked
steer.
then.
Well, it's not checked. I'm sorry. It's in progress.
Okay.
Nose steer.
Armed,
Spoilers.
retracted, and auto.
Transponder is 4203 Alta on. APR. Standby. Is armed and tested. ADG unit is tested. Flaps
20.
20. Flight controls
Checked.
checked, and anti-ice is now checked and off. After start checklist complete.
Roger, I'm clear on the left.
Clear on the right.
Alright, I don't see any marshals to run over. My brakes are working. Check yours.
My brakes feel good.
My controls.
Your controls.
Steering feels good. I'll just join golf here. If you can make a CTAF call.
New
I
Haven traffic, number 515 Charlie. Charlie's taxiing from Robinson Air, runway 20 via Alpha. New Haven traffic.
I didn't hear that over VATSIM, but
Dang.
we
Why not?
want to fix that.
Oh. I got disconnected when we
That makes sense.
crashed. Yep.
New Haven traffic. Challenger 515 Charlie Charlie taxi from Robinson Aviation to runway 20 via Gulf and Alpha. New Haven traffic.
It looks like we'll clear the Falcon just fine.
Yep.
In initial departure actions, be runway 20 departure, runway heading, radar vectors beads up to 2000.
We're right, yeah. And copy runway 20 departure, runway heading 2000. Yeah, before takeoff checklist. V speeds and bugs are checked. Takeoff config is checked. ICAS
Just gonna pop the reversers real quick.
checked.
There we go.
Transponder is TARA. Radar weather is on before takeoff checklist complete.
Cool.
And I saw 2 in reverse.
Awesome. Alright, I'll hold short for
You
just
ready?
a sec. I'm ready.
Ready for the call?
New Haven traffic, number 515 Charlie Charlie taking off runway 20 straight out departure New Haven traffic.
Clear final.
Clear on the runway. Runway 20 is verified.
That's it.
Check thrust.
Airspeed's live. 80 knots thrust set.
Checked.
V1, VR, V2. Positive rate.
You're up.
Yep.
Flaps up, vertical speed.
Flaps up, vertical speed selected. Climb thrust selected.
We're 1,000 for 2,000.
1,000 for 2,000 aircraft. Alright, after takeoff checklist, landing gear is up. Flaps are 0. Thrust reversers are off. Ignition is off. Bleed air, that's transferred. APU and generator is off. Climb thrust set. After takeoff checklist complete.
Roger, thanks. Set autopilot.
Autopilot selected.
Thanks. I'll just fix the lights for you. Alright, we'll assume that we got cleared direct beads, if you're cool with that.
Yep.
Alright, direct beads, confirm, execute.
Confirm.
Alright, we're in nav already, and you can set flylevel 260.
260 set.
I'm gonna start speeding us up to 250 as well. Hazy. Really hazy.
Yeah, it is. Can't see anything. Alright. We're going up to 250 and 260.
And we're
That's a lot
empty,
of
so once we get
paperwork.
stable, I'm just gonna throw on flight level change. I want everyone to
Yeah.
impress. I'm gonna do it now.
A lot.
For level change 250.
It's just over 22.8 now.
Yeah, that's fine. And once we get through 10, I'll just switch over to vertical speed and just do a nice smooth acceleration up to like 280. I'll do 300. We gotta make up some time. You've got the gas for it too. I'm in VS now. I'm speed set to 300, and I'm lowering the nose down to 3,000 for now, feet per minute. See you, Ryan. I just got done doing that right before the stream.
I've been monitoring the chat.
What's that?
I said I have not been.
I've been looking. There's not really a whole lot of talk right now, but Looks like you should be able to punch through this little layer without any anti-ice.
Yeah, let's see. Tat.
Tat's
Yeah,
12
yeah,
and we're
that
still
for
speeding
sure.
up. Looks pretty thin
For
too.
sure.
Man, this weather was pretty bumpy. Well, we didn't get up like obviously this high, but we were flying up near Brainerd and we got up to 5,500 that flight. It was around like 11 a.m. local, and once we descended through like 3,000, it was like moderate turbulence all the way down. It's pretty rough.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about the when the weather gets warmer, it gets bumpy.
I can't escape the bumps, dude. This whole spring, this whole winter has just been like gusting 30. You can't escape it.
Yeah.
Except now we got thunderstorms to deal with, so you know that's just fantastic.
I just hope those poor little archers don't fall apart.
Oh, they won't. Well, I guess the archers do have a tendency to rip the wings off, so I guess that's not entirely false.
They have a tendency? Has this happened before?
The Riddle crash, like I think 10 years ago. There's an AD on the wings. You gotta inspect them after a certain amount of cycles and hours, because there was a Riddle flight that just the wings fell off on takeoff. There's really not much you can do about that. Switz, trying to slide in your DMs. Did you pay your data link service subscription? I don't handle the finances. I just work here.
Did you pay your data link service subscription? Let's see. Tuner. Our flight ID here is going to be LakeJet 515, not the 515 Charlie that you see in here. So if anybody's trying to send us data link.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, we're
And transition altitude.
Yep. I got 2992 set twice.
2992. Thanks.
This guy's still on IOE, so he's still figuring out little procedures and stuff. And James, if you want to go and throw the landing lights off. At 18.
They gotta come off now.
Appreciate it, boss man. I'm gonna bring the vertical speed down. Switch over to flight level change.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like half listening. If you set, or did you show him the? Oh, you showed him. Okay, LakeJet 515. Yeah, cool.
LKJ 515. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right. They're still slowing down. Or I'm bringing it down to like 2,300 feet a minute. Probably because they're through the turn.
Yeah, you're going straight into the wind. That should make us speed up.
What? No, going into the wind slows us down.
I mean, what's indicated?
Well, it's not going to change your indicated speed unless it's like the wind shear.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just going to switch over to flight level change now. There's 300 knots.
Do you think the seatbelt sign can come off?
I mean, sure. No one on board except us.
Yeah. Alright. So it says we're going to be on the ground 27 minutes.
Yep, I'm pulling up all the appropriate briefing material. If you want to, actually, we'll transfer controls and cruise.
Works. Well, 250, flight level 260.
250 for 260. And I'm just going to scroll us up to like 320 knots if you don't mind.
That's fine.
We have the gas for it, so...
I'm going to set us into cruise thrust.
Yep. Yeah, cruise checklist, please.
Yes,
And,
sir. Cruise checklist. Cruise thrust is set. ICAS is checked. Cruise checklist complete. And looks like we got data link A cars.
You want to check that out?
Yeah, I can check that out.
Let's see, is the ATS going to put us into the barber pole? It looks like it may. Yep, hold on. I'm going to bring it down to 310. Oh my god, this thing's horrible.
It's that guy, Hillbilly. He's been sending me messages when I fly in 515 Charlie Charlie around the network.
I think that's a Spitz guy.
Yeah,
That's, I forgot what his name is in Discord. Alright, well, we didn't, I don't think we went over VMO.
I didn't tell you. Yeah.
Almost did. ATS isn't really doing a great job, but, you know. Let's see what's he saying. Weep whoop, your friendly dealing makers. Alright, actually, James, if you want to send over Ops a updated ETA, just because we're late.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll let you do that. I'm just going to gather some new weather as well, some heads down. Oh shit, yeah, you're going through that. Yeah, I'll let you do that. Oh, what the hell are you doing?
What's his log on?
I don't know. I clicked on it a little bit. Just go back. I'll let you do that first.
Okay. Oh, I gotta look at the manuals.
Just click data link.
Yeah.
And then click on send message.
Okay.
And then air-to-air message. You can set air-to-air. And then you have LakeJet ops, and then
I see.
you just say something. Just say that it came from LakeJet 515 at the end or at the beginning. Doesn't really matter. As long as he knows it's us.
How late are we going to be?
Well, he knows we're late. Just give him an ETA. We're 24 minutes out, so that's
Tell him half an hour.
28. Yeah, just half an hour on top. It's like 1937 Zulu. And I'm gonna throw in the ILS 27 right from vectors, just so we get the full arrival. Some VATS MDMs. What's this about? Oh. New York Center advises cross Briggs out to maintain 14000 altimeter 2985.
Alright.
So
I'll set that in.
I got it. Briggs at 14000. Confirm execute.
Confirm. You got 12 miles to TOD, so you want to start talking.
Yeah, you want to set 14000.
Yep.
All right. You can leave the data link for a sec. I just want to get us briefed.
Yeah.
I see 14000. Yeah, 14000 seen.
140. Yep.
All right. So we're gonna be landing in Philly. It looks like. Do you have updated data link weather?
I do not yet, no.
Alright, well if you want to write this down or just note it, I've got up on 4th light. Winds are 26013. It's VFR, fuel layer at 4200, broken 14,000. Temperature's 27, dew point 16, temperature's 2985. So I'm going to set that up in the landing data real quick.
Yep.
We got Philly. 260 at 13. 27 on the temperature, 2985. We got the landing factor in. I'm gonna send those speeds over.
Roger.
And I'm gonna go ahead and just throw in VNAV speeds, just so we can start descending, because we'll assume we are cleared to cross Briggs at 1-4.
Yep.
Alright, so that's already set up. So I'm gonna be on the gyms for arrival. We got a crossing restriction, brings it 14,000, and then just unless we get anything new, we'll put that in. But otherwise, I have M chord at 5,000. We'll vector ourselves onto the visual 27 right, but we have it backed up with the ILS 27 right. MSA is 2,600. I got final parts course is 268, 108.95, and that matches up here in the FMS. Front vectors, I got Martin at 3,000 and Jalto at 2,100. It's all in the FMS, and missed approach is just gonna be visual. I don't set any of the mids or anything because we're gonna be visual.
Yeah, it's fine.
We'll be planning to park at Atlantic, which is it's a bit of a trip. So we'll see where we can exit. 27 right. We'll probably get off on the first high speed there, Kilo 4, and we'll probably just take Kilo, Echo, and then we'll cross 1735. Also, I see path armed and VPath active.
Yep.
Alright, we're on the way down. So yeah, we'll just we'll probably just take Kilo, join Echo, and then cross somewhere, probably like Echo 4 Golf, and then get into the FBO terminal ramp. For the landing data. Oops, that's wrong.
Yeah, we could probably just cross on Kilo. Yeah, Kilo Echo Golf.
Yeah. Alright, VRF is 124. Also had 5 knots of additive for technique. Dry runway bleeds off, continuous ignition on. Only need 4,000 feet of runway factored. There's no hot spots. Threats. It's a busy airport, so we'll just announce. You know, just double down if you're gonna go heads down, just announce it. Try to keep one pair of eyes outside at all times. That's all I can think of. Any questions?
No questions.
Alright, if you can run the descent checks.
Yep. Descent checks, pressurization is set. Landing data,
Set.
arrival briefing,
Completed.
descent checklist complete.
Alright, if you can go ahead and just call the FBO and let them... Actually, no, we don't even have them to drop off, so we don't need to do that. If you can just double check that data link ACARS, make sure it wasn't from ops.
Let's see. No, it wasn't from ops. It was from
Hillbilly.
Yeah, from Hillbilly. The 320 knot limit is windshield related. Hope you have a nice one. I will sure look the replay.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. I don't think you exceeded it.
Maybe by a couple knots. I don't think it was exceeded. It was in the yellow range, which I think is like approaching, like the trend is inside the VMO line. I actually have to review that. I'm not too sure. Is the landing weight on the MFD data screen updated? Seems to be the same as current. Oh, we may have not done that. That would have been a my fault thing. What are we looking at here? I need to go to display menu. 33.0. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
what
I
did you
was a little
put in?
screwed up. I think I just left it. Alright, well, good catch from someone in the jump seat. Alright, nothing changes much. Just got 1 knot slower speed, so VRF 123 and approach speed will do 128. No other changes.
Yeah, it's helpful to do that, but like when you're 20 minutes out, it never really makes that much of a difference.
Yeah, it's true.
Good to do. That's good practice.
Indeed. Looks like we're making good progress to Briggs.
What a route.
And for in ranges, if you want to run them at 10. Just standard.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I'm gonna run them at 8. Put us up against the wire. I'm just kidding. You got 2985? Yeah, I see it.
Yep, 2985 set. Or not set, it's preset.
Transition level.
Uh, 2985 set twice.
2985 set.
Some kind of weird looking clouds off the right. I don't know if you see it too.
A little dark.
Yeah. It's hazy, dude. I'm not used to
hazy.
this.
I can't see much.
I'm used to it
Was
being
it
like
actually
just.
this hazy today when you were flying?
Yeah, man, it was bad. Like I mean, you could see. I'll send you a picture. This is from today, and it's been like this the past couple days. Take a look at that. Let's see if I can pull this up on the stream. Not sure if I can. Let's see. Add display capture? Maybe?
Yeah, that is pretty hazy.
I don't want to spend too much time on this. Display capture. I think that worked. There you go. It's pretty hazy. But it's a cool panel though. It's got autopilot and everything. It's pretty nice. It's not as nice as the club plane, but it's got a 2-axis autopilot. It's not as good as the GFC 500 though.
Alright, you got 1 5000, 1 4000.
1 5000 for 1 4000. Let me just turn that off. There we go. Okay, back in business. And if you set 5000, pretend that we got cleared lower.
Okay.
Say cross M chord at 5000. I don't know. Would be nice if we had ATC, but
Bro, I'm fairly confident you just shared stream keys on the live.
oh, whoops.
Okay,
So-
we're gonna have to change them on the ground. I hope nobody hijacks the stream for now.
I doubt it.
I hope not.
I didn't really think about that one.
Yeah, I backed up to see if you did it or not, and yeah, you can like pause it and see the stream keys.
Whoops.
Yep.
Well,
Gotta be careful.
yeah.
Twitch is gonna hijack our stream.
Can you imagine like a big time streamer did that? That'd be pretty bad. I don't think anything's gonna happen. I was like, imagine a big time streamer accidentally shared the stream. They'd probably shut the stream down like right away.
They'd be cooked in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
think.
if it's a big enough streamer, like I don't know, big streamers, they'd be cooked in like 10 seconds. And it would probably just be the worst shit going up.
Yeah.
I allowed to say shit on the stream?
What's that?
I marked the stream as not for children, so I was just curious if I'm allowed to say shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can say it. I'm pretty sure I already said a bad word already. They're flying airplanes, okay? I don't think there is anyone under the age of 18 that would be interested in this. At least us pretending to be charter pilots, at least.
I think it's funny.
I just know that like one of my students or like friends are gonna roll up on this video and be like, "Oh, what a nerd."
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty fucking nerdy. This is probably
is.
about as nerdy as it can get.
It's fun though. It's what
It
we
is
want to
cool.
do.
It is cool.
It's a nice break from flying the Sky Chicken. Been doing that for 2 years now, and let's see. Late PM here. Just said Tokyo, Alaska, Cuba, Bermuda, Prague. Not interested in pirating your stream. Jeez. A long trip. I think the long, well actually I did a pretty long flight. I think I did like an 8-hour leg. I haven't really stretched the legs of the Challenger that much, I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy though. That's nuts.
I know.
I don't think I've done Alaska in the Challenger. Haven't done Tokyo. Haven't done Cuba. I haven't done, like, honestly, this thing has been so stuck to the U.S. Done a couple.
Yeah, maybe we should stream like an international trip of 4 legs.
That would be fun.
I guess it would be good to get some community feedback on where they want to see us go.
Yeah. Yeah. What was that down there? That's oh, is that ACY? Oh, it is. I've been there. That's cool.
Where are you looking? Let me cozy up next to you.
It's Atlantic City down there.
Yeah, you have to move out of my way so I can do the end ranges.
Hopefully one day we had a 5th lake and add some European hours. Well, we can do some inter-Europe stuff. We just got to get a trip out there. Could happen. I've done a lot of Europe. Well, not a lot of Europe flying. One, I really want to do some Asian flying. It's like Eastern Asia, or honestly, like Western Asia. Go fly out like the Middle East or something.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
That'd be pretty sick.
If only Afghanistan wasn't really not a safe place to fly. That place is beautiful, man. I did a couple flights out of there in the Airbus. That was really cool. Flying at Kabul.
In sim, yeah.
Yeah. That was really, really pretty.
That's nice. Yeah, I would consider it.
Well, I don't think we'd probably be able to go to Afghanistan, but yeah, somewhere in one of those stands.
One of the stands. We can go, I don't know.
Alright,
We can go to the Middle East, though.
Now I gotta be, you know, behave for the CVR. I got a message. Local be tuned. That makes sense.
Local be tuned. Yep.
Also, if you don't mind, when you're done, can I throw the ICAS back on the left?
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
You can do it right now. I don't care.
Alright. I just like having the engine instruments up on my side. Bhutan, Pakistan, numerous stands have craziest, no IFR, 5,500 high runways. Definitely want to check out. You know, I know the Challenger has done Paro. There was a video on YouTube circulating somewhere. Can't find it though.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the in-ranges.
Yep, please.
In-range checklist, altimeters,
2985 set.
2985 set, bleed air is transferred, APU and generator is on, N1 limit is takeoff, dust reversers are armed, in-range checklist complete.
Thank you, sir.
Not see the aeropuerta yet.
Yeah, I just gotta descend through this little layer and should be able to see it soon.
So what do you want to do if we get the airport in sight?
I mean, I would imagine that.
Just follow the procedure.
Yeah, Philly approach probably take us all the way out to Emcord and make us join the conga line. So we'll get out to Emcord and then we'll just take a left turn. Emcord's at like 5,000. We could easily make it down to like 3 for Jalto. Or sorry, for Martin, and then Jalto's 2,100. It's like 3,000 feet, 9 miles. Should be able to do it.
So hazy, I don't even see the airport.
You know, I see the river. I think I may have
I
it.
do see the river. I see where the airport should be, but I just can't make it out yet.
Yeah, I can't either.
I can kind of make it out now. I see the airport.
There's a cloud in the way for me, so... Oh, no, I see it. Never mind, I was looking in the wrong place. I see like 12, 12:30.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just super hazy.
Alright, let's see what the CTAF frequency they use here is. 18.5. Alright, turn to Philly CTAF.
Thank you. So yeah, I'm thinking we'll take a left base turn when we hit Emcord.
That's fine. Yeah, and we can drop it from there.
Yeah. $6,000 for 5,000.
Oh yeah, 6,000 for 5,000.
Yeah, now there's a cloud in the way. Alright, level at 5,000.
Yep.
I'm
Level
gonna
up 5.
slow
I'm sure
down
you
to 210.
Yeah, slow to 210, and I'm sure you can turn base whenever you like. And you want me to set us down to 3?
Yeah, set 3,000. I'll set the left turn up now.
3,000 set.
3,000 seen. I'm making a left turn to 350.
And
And if you could draw a line off of Martin, that'd be great.
coming up.
Confirm.
You want to start descending?
Yeah, I'll start that now, thanks. Alright, our vertical speed down to 3,000. Probably take another left turn here.
Yep. Yeah, I think take a turn to the look.
Alright, 300, and I'll arm nav. LNav
Okay.
is active.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Looks like it's behaving itself.
Yeah, it's doing a good job. 4,000 for 3,000.
4,000 for 3,000. Yep, airport's in sight. I see it.
Good. We went far out.
A little bit.
I call 10-mile final.
Sure. Not quite 10 miles, I think. We're a little bit more than that. I think we're
Yeah, I'll
like,
call it 10.
like almost
I'll
like
call it 10.
16. Oh, okay. Fine by me. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'll go in arm approach mode now. Alright, Loke's active, glide slip armed.
I got glide slip alive.
Roger. Let's go flaps 20.
Flaps 20.
And I'm gonna slow to 170.
Good.
Once we hit 2 miles, I'll start calling for gear and flaps 30, and we'll run the before landing checks.
Philly traffic Challenger 515 Charlie Charlie 10-mile final runway 27 right Philly traffic.
Alright. And we can just leave altitude 3,000. Keep us above everything. That's what the missed approach altitude is. Alright. Gear down, flaps 30. Before landing checks.
Down. Flaps 30. before landing checklist. Coming. Okay, before landing checklist. Landing gear.
Down 3 green.
Down 3 green. Anti-skid is tested. Ignition is continuous. ICAS is checked and flaps.
Hold on flaps for a few hundred feet here.
Okay.
Alright, give me flaps 45.
Flaps 45 coming.
And slow into ref +5, 128.
Good. Alright, you got flaps?
Flaps 45.
45 before landing checklist complete.
Thank you, sir. Alright, my
Good
throttles. I forgot to clear out the men's, just disregard.
Yeah, the mids aren't.
My airplane.
Minimums. 1,000.
Alright, you're up +7.
10,000 configured.
1,000 configured. I do see you. With 500 stable. Runway's clear. Philadelphia traffic now 515 Charlie Charlie, short final, runway 27 right, Philadelphia traffic.
Correcting glide.
Copy.
$100.
No, don't sound.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Ladder. Speed brakes. 2 in reverse. $80. 60. And you can make the next high-speed Kilo 4 as planned.
Sweet.
Second right.
Roger. I'll just take the hard right on. Actually, would they put this on Juliet or Kilo? Probably the next one, right?
Yeah, no.
You want to take the hard right here on a Kilo or Juliet?
Whatever you want. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, let's take the hard right Kilo. It's not busy.
Work. Okay, afterline checklist spoilers are retracted. Sorry. Afterline checklist complete.
Thank you. So I'll just take Kilo up until Echo, and then I'll cross at Echo 4, the kind of high speed there. We'll just kind of have to make up our own little way there, but it'll work out. If you want to throw it up on the MFD, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, I can do that.
Sweet. I'll throw out some reverse. I do need a key behind my single reverse access because I don't have that set. I just have a button for 2.
Alright,
Alright, coming up on Echo here.
clear right.
Clear left. And then not this right, but the next right. It looks like we're crossing the 9 approach end, which I think is fine. There's no one online.
The 9 approach end or 8?
8, sorry, my bad. I didn't zoom in enough. The anti-alias thing's kind of crap.
I don't think anybody's approaching 8. I don't think they do approaches to 8.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of nuts.
We don't even need clearance to cross an approach end. They can tell us to hold short though. Alright. See Echo 4 there. Clear left.
Clear right. Runway is clear.
I'll make the slight right turn on the Golf.
Slight right turn on the Gulf.
I'll go Golf Delta Alpha, and then just join the ramp. Or actually, I think we just joined the ramp here, right? No, that's the South Apron. We can't. No, not from here.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Alright, we can let's turn Alpha. Yeah, here we go. Is there a marshaller for us? Probably not. Oh well. I'll just park it sideways next to the FBO here.
That works. You're running out of the drainage.
Womp womp. It'll survive. Oh, I got a marshaller. Why does he want us in like that, though? Do you want to do it that way?
I don't really see him. I just pull up next to the FBO.
Alright, we'll do that then.
You clear on the left?
Yeah, clear on the left. We'll stop here.
Yeah, they'll be okay if we park here. We're gonna be in and out. me know when you're ready for the checklist.
Yep, shutdown checks, please.
Shutdown check, parking brake,
Set.
engines,
Shutdown.
exterior lights,
Set.
nose steer,
Off.
transponder is 1200 set standby. Shutdown checklist complete.
Awesome. If you can just open up the door,
Yep.
do a post-flight, I'll set up the... Well, actually, we do need to swap over the airframe, and I just
Yeah,
paperwork
so,
on my end, so...
Yep, exactly. So we'll both quit out of X-plane. We'll go back into, I don't know. Do you have a screen to like show all? Or,
Yeah, I gotta think about that one. Hold on. So if I add scene 2, okay. I'm gonna add a picture. We'll be right back, guys, in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Yeah. Alright, welcome back, everybody. We swapped over
Did you
the
start the stream?
airplanes. Yep, stream's back up.
That's it.
So, change of plans, and I'm gonna have to let the flight coordinator know. We just met with the clients in the FBO. They said that their meeting got dragged out to tomorrow. So they are going to be at that conference for a little bit. So we're bringing the jet back home empty. So we've got the gas for it. We pretty much just set up the airplane and go. James over here will be taking the left seat. And be flying us back home to New Haven, and I will be showing you guys the pilot monitoring duties on the way back from the right seat. Alright, let's hop back in the airplane.
You want to do the pre-flight this time for the stream?
Sure. Yeah, and I'll do the pre-flight flow. You just set the FMS and all that. Let's reverse what we did. Alright, so don't need shocks, we're going to be here not that long. All covers are taken out, latches are closed.
Did you grab fuel used in these numbers? I can clear them out?
No, I did not. Can you just tell me what they are for burn and
So, fuel used on our flight was 1702.
Okay.
Takeoff time was, takeoff time was 1856.
Okay.
Landing time was 1939. And that's all you need, right?
Air
43
time.
en route.
43
en route.
And
no,
what's
not point 43. 43 a minute.
Yep. And what's our block fuel right now?
Block fuel is basically 5-0.
So just give me a number. 50 what?
50-10.
50-10. All right, cool. I just want to put that in for the logbook. All right. You can clear those out now. All right. All the latches are closed. There's no damage to the nose. No damage to the probes. Tires still look good. Nav lights didn't die on the flight back. Controls are still neutralized. No leaks or anything like that. Not really much to the pre-flight or the post-flight, really. Also, it's not really, can't really go and check things. Things don't break. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure. I'm gonna actually close up the cabin windows just so it stays a little cooler, especially because it's summer. Well, not summer, but it's getting hot. Don't need these guys. Alright, I'm gonna take the right seat.
Right. I'm just pulling up a sim brief line.
KHVN, or yep, and then KPHL. And then, do you want to get the sim brief going?
Yeah.
Alright, thanks.
I'm doing that right now.
Okay.
You said you don't want to take any extra fuel?
I mean,
that's fine. We
no.
should be more.
Just find them. I just want the min block to make sure we have enough to get home.
Yep.
All right, cool. So yeah, the default. Did you download the sim brief profile for the airplane?
Yes.
That should have some fuel presets, so that'll automatically do legal FAA reserves with a 5% contingency. So that's like bare minimum. And then anything you add on top of that's pilot's discretion. Alright, let me go through the pre-flight flow. For the turn flight, it's pretty easy. Basically just make sure most of the switches are in the right position. I do check the left and right to aux and gravity cross flow valves, make sure they all open up. Good. Air conditioning looks good. I'm going to switch over to cockpit because no one's in the cabin. 22 degrees, that's comfy. So, New Haven's pressurization is set. Lead's set. Check the wing overheats, so watch out for that.
Wing overheat.
Check the windshield heats. Got 4.
I guess I can put this in the chat.
These are armed. Seatbelt's gonna go on. I'm gonna turn off the fuel panel because I saw that at the startup. I'm like, dang, forgot to turn off the fuel panel.
4.1 is min block
All right, we're good.
at the moment.
We're chilling.
Yes, it would appear we are.
All right, I'm gonna be on the brakes for the anti-skid test. Okay, brakes coming back on. And I'll throw in some new weight and balance information. So block is, we got 49, 80, 300 pounds, okay. Ramp weight is still 29 CG. Alright. Alright, pre-flight checklist. Pre-flight checklist complete.
Roger.
It would be nice if ATC got online, but
It would be. Let's see. Yeah, you can't depart 2.6.
I think one of
Just
those is
not-
closed actually. Let me take a look.
Which is not a lot. It's telling us 2.7 left for departure, which kind of sucks, but
Oh
Yeah.
well.
I'm gonna take a simple taxi route down there. I'm gonna have to cross like 3 runways. We'll talk about it in a sec.
Roger. Oh my god, we are getting, or I'm about to get battered with thunderstorms, and New Haven will soon too. Holy crap. I want to look outside for this, dude. This is crazy. There's a line. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm glad I canceled my flights. Holy shit.
You know, right there.
It is like hazy but clear on one side, and it looks like Florida on the other side.
Yikes. Florida.
Jeez.
Florida, Florida.
Man,
Alright, I'm working on the brief here right now.
Roger, Cap.
Roy,
Better get used to that left seat.
trying. Trying to. I want to go through that route real quick.
Oh, that's something I forgot to do when we first started. I'll blame it. I'll chalk it up to the secondary flight plan crash it. But yeah, I'm ready to. Yeah, you can step through it when you're ready, or I'll step through it.
Okay. So I got ditch. CYN, VOR, Jimmy, Fallon, Wink, Drift, Manta, Bloom, Cheryl, Dune, Copy, Sardi, Rice, Heed, and then direct.
Cool.
Our cruise altitude should be 170. And we can throw in the average wind 237 at 37. ISA, what's the average ISA? +9. Throw that in. So 9 and average wind 232.038.
Are we only getting 1.7? Because I for flight recommended 210 for me.
You want to do 210? I'm happy to do 210.
No, I mean I mean either's fine. We got the gas for both. We also planned for 17, so there's something to be said for that. But you know, it's up to you. But I think could definitely get some fuel savings at the 21. Yeah, it's not that much higher.
Okay. I'll change our cruise here in refile.
All right.
Get into the flight levels, I guess. Offer some more protection against VFR traffic.
A little bit. Though I don't know many people out here that would have things that go that high. Maybe like a couple survey planes, that's it. I don't know what survey planes would be flying in this weather though.
You could take a TBM up there VFR.
I guess you could, yeah. But you could also take that thing in the flight levels.
Yeah.
I mean, there definitely is a fair share of people that'll fly those like King Airs, TBMs, VFR, PC-12s.
Oh, can you disconnect from the network, please?
Oh, yeah, let me do that. Wait, I am disconnected.
Oh, I can't file as LakeJet 515. Maybe I need to connect, is it?
I think you have to be connected for like a minimum of like 90 seconds or something. There's some rule.
Yeah,
Or if you just
4502.
if you just
I
disconnect from
just
that,
walked
you
out
should
of
be able to. Oh, okay.
I'm in.
Okay.
Okay. You ready to talk about the briefing here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, so maintenance status on the plane is good as you mentioned earlier, just came out of annual. Weather and note TAMs. The weather, mild wind out of the west-southwest, visibility is good. Ceiling is not up until 300, but there's some fuel at 55, temperature 282.15, the altimeter 29 or 83. No NOTAMs that I am concerned with. Clearance, we were cleared to file, we went through the route, we've amended our altitude, we're up to flight level 210 now initially. Taxi plan, so let's see, we're going to taxi runway 27 left for departure. We will make, let's see, we could do 2 right turns out of here, taxi Alpha 2 Alpha, left Delta, we'll cross 26 at the departure end. We'll cross 27 right at Delta, and then we'll make the second to last turn onto Sierra.
Yep.
We'll cross 3-5 on Sierra. Sierra 1 we'll go to for 27 left. That sound good to you?
Yeah, it looks good. Just got the hotspot there, hotspot 2.
Yep, we can talk about that. So hotspot 2 is on the next chart. Hold up.
This is maintain vigilance, Kilo and Delta close to intersection 3527 right, so just be careful not to cross anything without permission, which I guess doesn't really matter for today, so.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a good point to note. It's just a lot of runway crossings here, so somebody should be heads up at all times.
I agree.
And we'll talk about that in a moment, but just announce when you're no longer heads up. Cool, so that's the taxi plan. The runway 27 left for departure. Takeoff type will be do a standard takeoff with continuous ignition, negative anti-ice. We'll use N1 takeoff thrust at 92.2, and the V speeds are posted 112, 121, 133, 146. Callouts are going to be standard. Abort criteria, anything below 80, we will stop for. Above 80, below V1, we will only stop for loss of directional control, master warning, or any safety of flight issue. Above V1, we treat as in-flight emergency. I am flying today, and you will fix in the case of emergency. Departure procedure, we are going to be flying the Philadelphia 3 departure with standard minimum climbs, which we can make, top altitude of 5,000. We'll climb on a heading assigned by ATC and expect radar vectors to our first waypoint. There is an inset for takeoffs on 27, but we're not within the time period, so that doesn't apply to us. Cool. So I'll throw in runway heading for now. 267. Actually, you want to set that?
Sure.
267. Cool.
Right.
Departure. We will depart in heading mode. We'll depart just regular, and then 400 feet I'll call heading mode. Acceleration altitude we've set around 1,000 feet. 1,020 is fine. No major obstacles to talk about though. The emergency return and divert Philadelphia is going to be our best option here in pretty much any case. So we'll come back here. Threats and special emphasis. I am IOE training. This will be my first PF flight in within 4 lakes and the procedures of 4 lakes. So maintain vigilance here. I got my iPad up with procedures and expanded documents just in case. Additionally, just on the taxi out, quite a lot going on, a lot of runway crossings again. We'll keep our heads out and announce when we need to go heads down. Any questions?
No questions. Just also got some convective weather to deal with. The best weather radar we have is the X-plane weather radar, and looks like this stuff is moving east.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to pass north of New Haven, but in case we don't, I'm just thinking ahead here because it's a short cruise. I mean, looks like Long Island's pretty unaffected, so we do have a pretty good out that's like right across the sound. You can go like Islip or something. But we'll come to we'll figure it out. It looks like we should be okay. If we look at the TAF, which we probably should have done anyway. Why can't I click on New Haven? Come on. Alright, TAF. No, it's fine. Yeah, we're definitely good to go there.
Okay.
Alright, no questions.
So no questions. Shut the door, please.
Yep, I got you. By the way, 4.6 is going to be the trim. I'll just set it for you.
Thanks.
There you go.
Thank you. Four-star checklist.
Standby. There we go. Before start checklist. Piston covers.
Remove.
Removed. Exterior panels and doors.
Closed.
Closed. Pressurization. Set. Flight instruments.
Cross check.
Cross checked. Fuel.
See 4.1 required, 4.9 on board. Balance.
4.1 required, 4.9 on board balanced. Trims.
4.6 and 2 centered.
4.62 centered. ICAS.
Check.
Parking brake.
Set.
Departure briefing.
Completed.
Beacon.
On.
Before start checklist complete. Clear number 2.
Clear number 2. And 1 rotation. And ITT below limits. Fuel flow, light off. Engine 2 looks good to me. I'm clear number 1. Cranking. And 1 rotation. Fuel flow. Light off. I only need to do ground spoilers and flight spoilers first flight of the day, or every flight, right?
First flight, you check them, and then now you just check that they're in retract and auto.
Yeah. I'm checking my flight controls. Alright. Before start checklist.
After start checklist. Bleeder. Set. Anti-ice. Off. No steer.
Armed.
Spoilers.
Retracted and auto.
Transponder. 4502 set out on. APR. Armed and tested. ADG unit. Tested. Flaps.
20.
20. Flight controls.
Check.
Checked. After start checklist complete.
Sweet. You wanna make a call? Flash to that.
Affirm. We got COM 1. Yeah, hold 8.5. Okay. Philly traffic. Lakejet 515's taxiing runway 27 left from Atlantic, Philly. I'll pull up the chart for you. Clear right.
You clear left.
Do you want me to clean up the takeoff ref from your MFD?
Yeah. Oh, you can do that.
Heads down. There you go. Heads up again.
Thank you.
Oh, there comes the lightning in real life. That was loud.
Clear left.
Clear right. You're making the left turn Delta.
Yes. Should be at least.
final looks clear.
Yeah.
Philly traffic,
Looks
Lake
clear to
Jet
me. You want to make a call?
515, Challenger crossing runway 8 and 26 on Delta, Philly.
Jacob, you gonna make a call?
I did. Oh, did I not?
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Dang it. Alright, you keep taxiing. I'm gonna check my controls real quick. Oh, it's supposed to be working. The heck?
Oh, maybe I'm not connected?
Maybe not.
Philadelphia traffic, Heritage
Oh.
1236, push and start, Alpha 21.
Connected. I just
And
can't hear
Philly
you.
traffic, Lake Jet 515, radio check.
I see you pushing down. I don't hear anything. I'm clear left.
Say again?
Good to cross here.
Just doing a radio check for Lake Jet 515. You're clear, right?
This is Heritage 1236, I read you loud and clear.
Thank you, sir. Alright, very good. Philly traffic,
still
Lake
hear
Jet
you on
515,
that one.
clear runway 826 on Delta. Philly. And Philly traffic, Lake Jet 515, we crossing runway 27 right on Delta. Philly.
Altimeter is aligned.
I think I actually scrolled mine. 2983. Yep, there we go. Sorry. Clear right.
Clear left. Crossing.
Yeah, it should be the next right onto Sierra.
Yep.
Philly traffic, Lake Jet 515, clear 27
we'll
right,
need to
crossing
cross
runway
again.
1735 on Sierra. Oh, Philly. I see Sierra. This is the right turn.
Yep. I'm clear left.
Clear right.
Crossing. Alright. The initial departure actions, we're going to be runway heading up to 5,000 feet.
And runway 27 left.
Yep, runway 27 left departure, runway heading up to 5,000 feet.
27 left, 5,000, runway heading, first fix, ditch, I concur. And Philly traffic, Lake Jet 515, clear runway 27 right, taxi 27 left on Sierra, Sierra 1. Philly. Heads down.
Red.
Before takeoff checklist, V speeds and bugs checked, takeoff conflicts checked, ICAS is checked, transponder TARA, and radars weather on, kind of. Before takeoff checklist complete.
It's going to be the next left turn onto Sierra 1.
Roger, I'm ready when you're ready. I don't see anyone on the runway.
Yeah, you can give them a call.
And Philly traffic, Lake Jet 515, departing runway 27
I'm really not
left,
hearing your calls. I'm assuming
Philly.
you made one, though.
I just did, yep. There's lampposts in the middle of the runway for me. See that?
Yeah, that's kind of sus.
Whatever.
Concessions.
Yeah, whatever. It'll do.
Whatever. Using maximum available runway.
Runway 27 right. Verified. Ready.
Hit 27 rights verified.
Philadelphia traffic, Heritage
Alright,
1236. Taxi
Check
from
off.
gate Alpha 21 to 27 left via Kilo 4, November, Sierra,
Airspeed
Sierra
alive.
1, cross runway 27 right,
Eight knots west
November.
Check.
V1, VR, V2. Positive rate.
You're up.
You're up.
Select ATS.
Okay. You need to press toga.
There you go. Can you select it again?
Alright, you're in
Select
speed.
heading, select vertical speed and flaps up.
Heading, vertical speed, flaps up.
You select speed 250.
Going up to 50. You want directed ditch and higher?
Yep, you can go direct to ditch and take us
Alright.
up to cruise 210.
Flight level 210 set.
Level 210 scene.
And confirm execute.
Confirm.
Alright, left turn direct ditch when nav available.
Select nav.
Nav selected and engaged. After takeoff checklist, landing gears up, flaps 0, thrust reversers off, ignition off, bleed air transferred, APM generator off, climb thrust set. After takeoff checklist complete.
Roger. And the autopilot's on.
Right, Roger.
Alright, look at that climb performance.
Pretty good. Well, first leg on IOE and generated a safety report. Nice.
You talking about the first leg we did on IOE?
No, this one we forgot to press toga on the lineup. And I didn't catch it.
Yeah, we did, but that's not really.
That's not a huge. I mean, it's a safety report nonetheless. I mean, you
Is
can
it?
flag pretty much anything.
I mean, I guess if you really want to
Because
follow
you can yeah, you can build data off of that. I mean, for these procedures, also I'd probably should get anti-ice on. You want me to grab it for you? Yeah, we do need it, so I'm putting it on.
Yeah, there's an icing air met out. Let's put it on.
Well,
Why
I'm
not?
in clouds right now, and we're at 760.
Oh, I think the icing air met was lifted.
Yeah, but we're in icing conditions.
Philadelphia traffic, Heritage 1236, crossing runway 27 right at Kilo 4.
But no, when I'm making these procedures, I mean, not now. I'm not really gonna be trigger happy on changing them because they work for the most part. But if there's a lot of safety reports about like, hey, toga's being forgotten on the lineups, then something needs to be addressed. You know what I mean? But if it's like a once in a while occurrence, it's eh. They're just gonna have data. All right, I'm gonna turn the anti-ice off. We're out of clouds. Transition altitude.
2992 set times 2.
Gotcha.
I'm starting to get tired. Fatigue is coming into play.
200 for 210.
200 for 210. One off.
Philly traffic, American 2045, taxiing from the Bravo Alpha Alley. 27 left.
Cruise checks.
Juliet Yankee Sierra Philly.
Cruise thrust. Set. ICAS checked. Cruise check is complete.
Roger.
I'll leave the seatbelt sign on.
Yeah, it's a little bumpy.
Not that it matters, but you know, it's always good to be in the, you know, good habit of that stuff. Also, I mean, I guess we could see how 340 goes, but it's a little bumpy, so.
It is bumpy for 340, but it's just us.
Yeah, but I mean, last time it was smooth air and it overshot, so.
I'll keep 330 up.
Yeah. Probably
I'll
for the
baby
best.
the UPS.
Just trying to avoid writing up a bunch of safety reports, you know.
Alright, we are getting beat on this leg.
Philadelphia traffic, Heritage 1236, departing runway 27, left Philadelphia.
Alright.
Alright, can you take control for a sec? I'm gonna get up and use the bathroom.
Sure, my controls.
Alright, your controls should be advised. I see a target on TCAS.
Yep.
Yeah, it's quite far away.
Okay.
Alright, thank you.
Get some VNAV set up while he's gone. Top is at 17 minutes. I'm gonna start prepping the arrival at least so he doesn't have to work so hard when he gets back. Pull some new weather. Request for New Haven. Set up an approach. See what they're doing. Winds 210 at 6, lightning distant northwest, yeah that makes sense, 7 miles clear, okay. So it's probably going to be RNF 20. Vectors are fine. 196, 45, 937. Oops. There we go. Yep, that all looks good. Runway 20, 210 at 6. 23 degrees, altimeter's 2983. Set once and set twice. It's gonna be dry for now. Do the 135 factor, even though we're 91. Looks good to me. Actually, I can send over the real speeds. 31.0. Yeah, that's pretty close. Yeah, we'll do it. Cool. So that should be all good to go for him when he's ready to get back. Make his life easier. Let's take a look at the weather coming in.
Howdy there. How
What's
we
up?
doing?
So we're still float 210. We're navin still. I've got the approach data set up, and I've got the METAR updated in the FMS3.
Okay.
And I've also got the RNAV 20 loaded up for runway 20 as preferred.
Philly traffic, American 2045, taking off runway 27 left, departing Elster River, deterring north.
Busy while I was gone.
Yeah, man, just trying to make sure you're not busy, you know, right before top descent. Being a good crew member.
Busy bee. Alright, let me start working on the brief then. You still have control. I'm looking at the iPad.
Roger. The weather hasn't gotten to New Haven yet, but it's some bad stuff.
I'm gonna change New Haven to 5. I think that's more reasonable.
Sure, that's fine by me. I just put something preliminary in. Confirm.
Probably even do 6, but 5 would work. Just because we're gonna be doing it downwind. Alright, we're gonna plan and we're gonna brief the RNAV just in case things do take a turn in the weather for the south.
Second? Sorry, I wasn't hearing you.
I said, you said the weather's coming in right now, right?
Yeah, it is.
So we should just probably plan the RNAV.
Yeah, I mean, it's VFR. It actually looks like it's not gonna hit New Haven, but it's just hazy. It's like 7 miles.
Okay, so we'll fly the RNAV proper?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's up to you, though, but...
Yeah, no. We'll fly the RNAV proper. Okay. We have a message from Auto ATC. Auto ATC cross Riced at 7,000.
I'll put that in. Riced at 7, confirm?
Confirm.
That's probably gonna move our TOD, yeah, like right now. So I'll bring us down.
Yeah, bring us down to 7.
7,000 set.
7,000 and we're descending on T-path.
I'm gonna pull the speed back to 300. I'll just go VNAV speeds, honestly.
That's fine.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Welcome. Weather and NOTAMs at the New Haven airport are good right now. It's clear. Albeit a little bit hazy, 7-mile statue visibility. Wind fairly calm, 210 at 6. Imagine that's already in the box. Yep. Excellent. And the temperature 23, altimeter 2983, which is now set in the box. The arrival is none today, except for the fact that we were just cleared Riced at 7,000. And the approach that we're going to fly is going to be the RNAV to runway 20 from Gump. That calls for, well, MSA 3100. So it'll probably come towards Gump if we don't have ATC. We'll descend to hit that at 5, or we'll descend to hit New Haven at 5, and then vector ourselves onto a downwind.
Probably vector ourselves before we get to New Haven, I imagine.
Yeah. We'll vector ourselves before New Haven. But we'll use the V path to help us descend.
Yep.
Anyway, so we'll vector ourselves for a downwind, then go direct to Gump, descend down to the MSA or 2000 or 3100 until we're I guess established towards Gump. From there we'll descend to final approach fix L 1700.
Also transition level, my bad.
Transition level.
2983.
2983 set 2 times. We'll descend down to minimums with the LPV. We'll be able to go down to 430 feet on the barrow, which we will set. Sorry, I meant to go to refs. .430 feet set. If we're not able to see the runway, we'll go missed approach, calls for climb to 1,800 direct to Pepper, and we will hold there. Target speed is going to be pretty close to VREF. I'll probably fly VREF plus 5, which will be 124. And touchdown zone, ideally want to be down before chart. Yeah. We definitely want to be down before the closed runway. If we're not down before the closed runway, you can
That's
call
crazy.
go around.
That's like...
What?
Oh, sorry, never mind. I'm thinking too. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, down by like Charlie, and I think there's precision markings on this one, but I would say if you're not down by Charlie, you probably shouldn't go around.
No, there might not be precision markings on the 20 side. Or do they do it on both?
I could take a look.
It's okay. We'll be down before the close runway. I think we can both agree on that.
No, they don't. You're right. Yeah.
Taxi plan. We will make. Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, we'll make a left turn. Hopefully, we can make Echo or Juliet, or we'll just take the end. Just make a left turn off taxi via Bravo, Charlie, and Alpha, and we can enter hotel.
Yep.
Sound okay to you?
Yeah, it's cool with me.
Cool. And that's special emphasis. Again, IOE. Some weather that might roll in unexpectedly. In order to mitigate that, again, got the procedures and checklists. Verify everything. Any questions?
No questions.
My control?
Your controls. You want descent checks?
My controls, descent checklist.
Okay, descent checks. Pressurization. Set. Landing data.
Is set.
Arrival briefing.
Completed.
Descent checks complete. And I'll run the end ranges at 10.
Right.
A little bit early to be yawning.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm tired. Really no smoking on.
Oh, yeah, I missed that.
Okay. Still got decent visibility. I mean, it's not great.
No, it's just hazy.
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing indeed. I'm just pulling up the X-plane map here. There's a big cell off to the west, but it looks like we're gonna be pretty safe. Probably got like 20 miles from the cell, so we're good.
Yeah, I see that. You want to set us down to 4,000?
A firm
Or
for
5,000? Correction, 5,000.
5,000 set.
5,000 seen.
Probably want to stay at 7 though for a while, right?
Yeah, we'll see where the bug takes us.
Well, it's probably going to descend us right after Rice at some really slow feet per minute.
You think so? I think it'll
so.
level us off.
There's no TOD marker, so it shouldn't.
Let's see. Let's see. I'll take control otherwise.
Okay.
I'm interested to see how it handles this. Yeah, you're right.
No, we set 7?
Yeah, you can set 7.
Sorry, 7,000 set.
7,000 seen and leveling off.
I gotta do the end ranges, my bad. I'll work on those. Do you want to just fly like a big left downwind to runway 20?
Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, we can just hold this heading.
Yeah, it was like depart keyed, present heading or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Cool. I'll switch us over when we get closer.
Roger.
Why don't you set us down to 3,100 for now?
Okay. 3,100 set.
3,100 seen. And I'll start descending us shortly.
Okay. Well, I mean, I could wait a little while if it's our own discretion because we need 4,000. It's gonna take us about 12 miles to get down, and we're like 25 miles from the airport. So you can wait like 10 miles or something.
That's fine.
Did I teach you about the 3-to-1 rule, or do you know about it?
Yeah, I know about but that's 3 degrees, right?
Yeah.
Essentially, we're trying to hoping for 2.5.
Well, it doesn't really. I mean, we planned the default descent at 2.5 of the descent, but we're empty too.
Alright, so let's nosedive it right now.
Honest to God, I forgot if this is your or my call-out, but LPV is armed.
LPV on this.
I think it's yours. I'll check. We have some time. Actually, it's
I'm putting us in a heading mode.
Okay. I see it.
I think I know why we have to be so low here.
Why?
For Kennedy arrivals.
That would make sense. Also, it's my call, and you just say check.
It's your call out? Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, actually, it's the one for RMP, but it's the same concept. I always find it super amusing how low they put you around here.
Yeah, we'd be way lower by now, probably.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm in heading mode now. You can probably draw me a line off of,
Gump.
Gump. Yeah.
Roger. Stand by. 196. Confirm?
Confirm.
I'm getting some like pretty bad haze right now.
Yeah, I'm getting really bad haze right now.
It's
I
like
can't
all
see
of a sudden.
shit. We
Weird.
debrief this.
It wouldn't look like that in real life. There's no way you. I think we updated like which airport drives the visibility. Like we crossed over to like New Haven's METAR.
Yeah.
I think it's an explainism. Good thing we're shooting the RDAV.
Alright,
Nice.
we're going down.
Okay.
Yeah, you see I'm tired still.
Yeah,
Not
man.
good.
But I also had to fly an airplane today.
You did.
I mean, I flew with a student today. Just one, but it's bumpy, it's tiring, it's hot. It's hot, dude. That's the thing. I think that's what's making me tired.
The heat.
Yeah. It's hot as crap.
Yeah, that crashed out on you today. Let's see. Let's go down the list. Abusive of our chief pilot. That's grounds for termination. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, man, it's so hazy. We might be in actual.
Well, we were. Now it just cleared up for me. Like,
Now it just cleared exactly at the same moment. Just cleared up. Like,
that's interesting. I don't think
maybe
it would,
the sound was hazy.
maybe, probably.
I don't know.
Uh, 4,100 for 3,100.
4.1 for 3.1. We went right over the Madison VOR.
Yesh.
Yush. Alright, Jose, am I able to see the airport behind us? Yes.
Somewhere over there. I got precip on my screen.
I don't yet.
No, it's like very light.
I may soon.
We should be good as far as like thunderstorms go, but we don't want to take it out too far.
Oh my god, I see balloons under us.
Really?
Hot air balloons.
Off your left?
Underneath us.
Weird. I don't, but it's fine.
Okay. I could probably start turning to the left.
Okie dokie. I never got the in-range checklist read. Oh, I didn't even finish it. Okay.
Yeah, are we? Let me know when we're in range checklist.
I just did it
please.
backwards. Alright, we are good. I didn't crap out the 10th stage. In-range checks, altimeters.
2983 set.
2983 set. Bleed air transfer. APU generators on. N1 limit. Takeoff. Dutch reversers armed. In-range checks complete.
Okay.
I just saw some lightning off the nose. Shit. Yeah, it's pretty spicy out there. We should be good for New Haven, but let's not extend too much.
Yeah, I'm flying the base right now.
Yeah. What I'm saying though is we may want to even take a turn a little sooner. If you look on the X-plane map, it's kind of off our nose, and we're on the upwind side of it too, so yeah, we're gonna feel it a lot more.
Yeah, I'm slowing us down, although, what, you want me to start turning towards final?
I mean, I'd recommend it, just because we got weather. I mean, it's fine. It's not really gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I think we're good right now. I think it's better to fly like a normal approach.
Yeah, and it's also, we don't have tilt on this either, so that's probably like a higher tilt. I don't see anything in front of us.
I think, yeah.
We could feel it maybe if we get close enough, but...
Alright, we're on nav. VNav. You said it's down 2,600.
2,600 set.
2,600 seen. Yeah, look, we're fine.
Yeah.
Go right onto this layer.
This is so weird. I fly around this area so often. I don't think I've ever seen a jet vectored out this far, though.
Yeah, no. It's just because we don't have ATC on to
Yeah.
give us real vectors, so. Flaps 20.
Flaps 20. I'm gonna throw continuous on just now. I should have done it earlier, but just for the convective stuff.
You can take us down to L's 1,700.
1700 set.
1,700 scene. Keep us descending here.
Roger.
Feeling a little gusty.
Yeah, a little bit. The METARs always lie around here. Should have done this earlier, but I'll get us on CTAF.
Gotcha.
New traffic, Lake Jet 515, Challenger 6 mile final, RNAV 20, full stop, New Haven. Oh, visibility is tanked.
Visibility is tanked hard.
Glide path alive.
Yep. Check. Gear down, flaps 30.
Gear down, flaps 30. And you catch the Elves altitude?
Elves, yeah, 1,700.
Altitude checks.
Thanks. Flaps 45. Before
Stand
landing check.
by. Flaps 45, before landing checks. Landing gear.
Down 3 green.
Down 3 green, anti-skids tested, ignitions continuous, ICAS checked, and flaps.
45.
45, 4-lane checks complete.
Thank you.
Runway in sight.
Runway in sight.
1,000 configured.
1,000.
Thank you. My throttles.
Roger. New traffic, Lake Jet 515, Challenger. Short final, runway 20, full stop, New Haven. And NASCOR, Mr. Approach altitude set.
Thank you.
500 stable.
500.
Approaching minimums.
Minimums.
Landing.
One 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Spoilers deployed. 2 green. $80 knots. 60 knots, 1,000 feet remaining. Looks like you can make Juliet.
Our landing was so smooth, I didn't know when to deploy the speed brakes.
That's pretty good. New Haven traffic, Challenger 515 Charlie Charlie Lake Jet 515 is clear.
Alright.
Runway 20, New Haven.
If you want to call and say that we're taxiing.
I already did.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what's going on with that. After landing checklist. After landing check was complete.
Roger. Do you also see piles of sand and construction vehicles?
I do. Yep.
Is that the scenery?
It is.
I guess that looks cool. Right. I see the fire truck too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
The Falcon's still here from when we were here last.
Yeah, it's probably going to be there for the rest of eternity.
Not unless you go into aircraft or airport editor
Yeah.
and change them. You see the marshaller? Because I don't.
I don't either. I think I have to get a little bit closer into the ramp for them to show up.
Turn my light off.
I did.
Thank you.
You can go into Auto DGS and like manually cycle or toggle the
Yeah, it's okay.
the spot, but yeah,
We'll
you
just
just have
park
to.
up where we were last time.
You can park it next to that citation over there. I think they park the bigger stuff there usually. There, where the Falcon is.
Alright, I'll just park next to the citation. I'll go straight.
Okay. There's a big T right there if you want to just use that. See after your left.
Yep.
I'll be your marshal. Actually, no, that's fine. You can just keep going.
Keep going?
Yeah. Kind of try and aim to put your nose wheel on the intersection of the lines there. Remember, it's like a little bit behind us. Probably forward a little more. Go forward like another like 15 feet. Like right about here. Yeah, that's fine. It's actually almost spot on.
Alright, whenever you're ready, shut down check.
Shut down checks. Park and brake.
Set.
Engines.
Shut down.
Exterior lights.
Set.
No steer.
Off.
Transponder. 1200 set. Standby. Shutdown checks complete.
Sweet.
Okie dokie. I'll go open her up. Oops. There we go.
Very nice.
If you want to put her away, like pin it up and stuff. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you do that. I'll do the paperwork. Sound good?
Oh, you want me? Okay, yeah, that works.
I'm just gonna kill the hydraulics now, but you should have enough pressure to or open the door.
You killing the hydraulics now?
Yeah. I can call him for chocks then. Cool.
Nose door.
Alright, paperwork time.
Alright, securing checklist, pins, chocks, pins, covers, and chocks are in the parking
Don't shut down
brake.
the airplane quite yet. I mean, yeah, I'll throw it, yeah, AP or ACDC is off. I'll time that. But I still gotta do some paperwork and get some stuff off the FMS, so. Let's see, 2031 and 40 minutes. 2112 and 1593. All right, cool. Hold on, I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm back. Flight school called.
Get you back out there. IFR training.
Dude, they called me. They're like, "Hey, did you call for fuel?" I'm like, "No, I've been home for 4 hours." What?
They called you and they asked you if you called for fuel?
Yeah, for one of the airplanes. I'm like, "No, I've been home."
Were you supposed to call for fuel?
No, I don't know who called for fuel in the airplane, but oh well. Not really my problem. They were just wondering if it was me. I'm like, no. I'm like, okay. Uh, 17, 99, 48. Leg 1 was Nepia, and then leg 2, James. Yeah. Then airtime was 40 minutes. Off at 2031. And then on at 2112. Burn 1593. block was 5010, I think. Yeah. To Haven from Philly. Same day, the 3rd. No discrepancies, no corrections. We'll see about oil and APU hobs, but I doubt we're gonna have to add oil, so I'm just gonna put dash. Alright, paperwork's done. And it's been 3 minutes. Are you ready to head to, I guess, head home?
Yeah, I'm ready to head home. Hell yeah.
Alright, securing checks. Pins cover trucks removed. Parking brakes released. ACDC is off for 3 minutes. Hydraulic pumps off. Emergency lights are off. Dash furniture's off. External lights are off. APU generator.
Pull up.
Are in the process of being shut down. Shut down. Packs are off. APU LCV is closed. 10-stage isolation valve is closed. Refuel panel is off. Battery master, once the APU gauge comes off, will turn off. Thing kind of takes a while. I'll get this thing buttoned up if you just want to walk over to the FBO. I'll meet you inside. Dude, I love this scenery, man. The FBO entrance looks like exactly the same.
The scenery's way nicer now that we fixed the auto ortho issue.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this looks really nice. I just like that the hangars and buildings all look like 1-to-1. Alright, battery is off. Everything's closed up here. You forgot some pins, my friend.
Oh, I didn't pin it.
Oh, I asked you to.
Oh.
It's alright. I'll fix it.
Oh, wait, you said you didn't want to shut down yet, so I didn't put the pins
Oh,
in.
yeah, I meant like not shut down like the battery and stuff, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. It's all pinned up now. Cool. Yep, missed that one. I do need to check the oil. Actually, you have to do that.
I'll check the oil. Has it been 15 minutes since engine shut down?
It's pretty close to it.
Alright, cool.
Maybe not quite,
APU.
but no, it's been
well,
probably like not quite 15. If you want to wait a little bit, we got on at 21:12, so probably shut down like 15. So we'll give like 5 minutes. I'll just screenshot the APU hobs real quick for the logbook. Just about 2 hours in the APU.
Oh, it says it's still full.
Okay.
I'll fill up the tank.
Sure. That's fine. Alright.
I don't need a log fuel put into the not the reservoir, but
no, you don't. Just the engines.
I mean oil.
Yeah. And then if you want to or if you want to disconnect the AP battery, I'll disconnect the main one.
Cool. Disconnected.
Alright. We'll head up to the FBO.
Successful 4-leg strip.
Yeah, there you go, guys. So you got to see one leg of pilot flying, one leg of pilot monitoring. That was fun.
Yeah. I had a good time.
Definitely,
a little bit tired, but
yeah, a little bit. Probably gonna, well, probably not gonna nap. It's gonna destroy my sleep schedule, but yeah, that was fun. Overall, I was pretty happy with our performances. There's a couple things we're gonna have to throw into the SMS, but it's no big deal. It's just you know, it's all voluntary information that we put into our safety reporting form, and maybe one day it's good enough data to change our procedures. But the only two things I'm going to report for is the ATS that I, you know, when I set 320 in cruise, that we kind of like almost went over VMO.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we
Almost.
exceeded the limitation. Yeah, almost, but it got pretty close, so I'll report that. And then also just that, you know, you forgot, well, you forgot to press toga out of Philly,
did.
and I forgot to check. It looked like you set the thrust pretty damn accurate, though. I was completely oblivious.
I mean, I did do a good job on that, yeah, so.
Yeah, so.
Although, to be fair, I mean, what should have happened? You should have recognized that the ATS wasn't on and
Yeah,
manually set the thrust.
yes, yeah, basically.
I
That
should have
should have
said,
been what I did. So it's,
yeah.
I mean, obviously, you know, you can forget, but it's more so on me for not realizing. So that's why I want to safety report it. Nothing bad happened. It's just like a lapse in normal procedure. So if there's a bunch of data on it, you can kind of find like if there's some kind of common reason why it's forgotten, you can address maybe the procedure then. But anyway, logbook's all done. I'll have Rhett do the pilot file. That's kind of his job, but yeah, it's a cool little project we've got going on here. And if you guys want to, you know, look back and watch, this is a pretty simple flight. But if any of you guys are interested in joining the virtual airline, it's the website. I should probably we'll edit the description and put the website in, and you can get in contact with either me or Ryan to schedule an interview. And it just basically is over technical questions. I mean, like multi-IFR. You don't have to be a real pilot to join this or anything. If this interests you, like real-world charter operations in the U.S., this is the VA for you. I don't think there's much out there that really does this, but we're finally doing flights, and happy to share it with you guys, and hopefully be doing a few more streams in the future. So stay tuned for that. And
Long time in the making.
Indeed, yeah, it's been like, well, ever since I tried the first iteration, Vanguard. That was like almost 3 years ago.
2 years. Yeah, 3 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, kind of wild.
Kind of wild. Well, we got it up and running now, and looking forward to doing more flights.
Indeed. Well, we'll be signing off here. Going to the well, not the hotel. This is home base. We're going home. Have a great day, night, wherever you are, and see ya.